My wonderful intern over there is in charge of making sure the live stream is live streaming. I'm waiting for a thumbs up. He's looking very confused. Like he doesn't do this every single. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much to everybody here that came and is here to support these entrepreneurs. It has been an effort and love to get here. This is the first cohort for the Business Readiness Program. And this cohort is called Idea to First Dollar. So there's 8 founders here tonight that spent a lot of time in one conference room with me. They're so lucky. And now this is a full pitch night, full of momentum, and they're all very, very excited. None of them are nervous. Not at all. So what does this mean? What is the Business Readiness Program? BRP was created, I created it, to equip early stage founders with the structure, the customer insight, the accountability, and the support they need from their community to turn traction into a real business. And when I say real business, one of my favorite sayings is it an expensive hobby or is it a business? And a business makes money. So we need to make sure you made money. And over the last 8 weeks, they validated their ideas. So they went out and they talked to people. They built an actual fully functioning legal business. And then they actually grew that business, whether that means talking to people or making even more money. It just depends. So what do these numbers look like? Late last year, Thanksgiving actually, I called a few select people and I said, I think I actually want to do this program. And they said, do it. So I put a really crappy website. If you guys saw that December 9th when it went live, I apologize. I can do better, and I did. But we got 22 applications between December 9th and January 23rd when applications closed. Those applications, I didn't spend money. I spent no money. And those applications came from all over Southern Wisconsin and 2 other states. They were very excited that we had this program going. And I said, it's an in-person program. I don't know exactly how you're getting here from Michigan, but if you're coming and you're moving here, great. But if not, not so good. So we did 12 first round interviews. Out of those, 22 applicants, accepted 10, and now 8 are graduating this program. And they had a 40-piece checklist they had to accomplish in order to graduate. So they put in some serious work the last 8 weeks. It's split up between 3 product-based businesses that you're going to see tonight, 4 service-based, and 1 hybrid business. That just means that she has products and service. And how does that kind of span out when it comes to where are these founders from? Out of the 8, we had 44% from right here in Beloit, my hometown, 33% from Janesville, 1 from right over the border in Roscoe. You're welcome, Illinois. And 1 that drove every single week an hour and a half down from Mequon, Wisconsin to get this education. Wow. So it really, truly is all of Southern Wisconsin, and we welcome them all. Over the 866 different customer conversations, which if you've ever tried to have one, is kind of nerve-wracking. Because you have to ask these questions, you have to hope people are giving you good feedback. And you have to kind of weigh out, when do I sell? When do I just talk to them? That kind of thing. But they moved forward from the talking and into the selling. They made some cash, $34,000 in Q1 of this year between the 8 businesses, which is a lot of money. Because, maybe that. And it's a lot of money because most of these businesses are under 6 months old. Oh, wow. We had 1 that started her business during the cohort. Okay, so that's a lot of money to generate for brand new businesses. And they did build their Rolodex or virtual Rolodex, if you will. Over the 8 weeks, we have over 1,000 contacts that they have between them all, which is really helpful. They all talk to each other. So if they know somebody that doesn't know somebody, they can get it connected out. So I am so very thankful for all the help I got to bring this program forward. Our board for my Jocelyn support, they get to listen to my crash outs and all the other things that come with it. They're fantastic. They're here today. We have Kane Carmody here. You're going to see him. Yeah, you can clap for him. He is listening the most. He is my solid support. He's our secretary. And he's in this office with me, so he has to live with me most of the days. We also have, where's Phil? Phil in this corner is also on our board, and he has been a huge support. Great sounding block there. Over here, we have, she's going to be so excited, we have Danielle, and then we also have Devin. I'll take it right off of her. Both of which are big supports for me as well. And then our 5th board member was not able to make it tonight. She lives in Chicago. So fair play, 2-hour drive, I get it. Are also on top of it, even though I'm not going to make them come say, actually, I'll make Felipe introduce himself. Our interns came from Blackhawk Technical College.
Wonderful.
Yes, they did. So they started in January, and they'll be with me through May. And I'll let Felipe introduce himself. No. There we go. Stand up and say hi.
Hi. I'm Felipe. I'm with Blackhawk Interns. I did a lot of footage capture, and I updated the website. And I graduated in May.
That's right. And everyone, look, here we go. And everyone should find him on LinkedIn because I did make him great on LinkedIn. Faith is dead.
Sure is.
Okay. That's okay. I am loud, but it's the one I can.
Oh no, that's right.
Thanks, Naomi. So thank you so much for our interns. In the back is also Cassie, but she begged me to not make her talk. Begged. She's right there. So they were amazing learning support. So I thank Blackhawk Tech for sending me their students, even though I sit on their board. So I kind of had to be just already. Sorry, your table is, I need some help. And then my hype team across all of Rock County. The main financial sponsor for this specific cohort was TDM Funnels. The Janesville Innovation Center let us use their space multiple days a week, which is fantastic. Yay. And then you can't see it because I'm really bad at copying logos, but that's Dayton Bennett Photography right there. He's in the back. He's the one taking all of our photos. He also came in nature. Everybody in the cohort had good shots. Wonderful. Yes. And last but not least is the castle right here where you're sitting. It's small businesses supporting small businesses. Actually, I did have a slide in here specifically for Levi.
Oh yeah.
So do you want to say something?
Yeah, can you do it from back here?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to say?
I don't know.
How many hours?
Hey, you got 3 minutes. I'm gonna give you the same.
To me, that's too much time. First of all, I didn't know Felipe was part of the Black Ops special groups. Crazy. When you find out, when you listen. Have you heard that? No. Sounds like Black Ops was in the back. I don't know. Did I miss something? No. I guess I missed something. Yeah.
All right.
Welcome. I can't wait for good lighting in this room. Anybody? Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's all right, lighting. No, but thanks. Johnson came through. I don't even remember how I actually met, but it's been a tremendous resource for me. Helped me out quite a bit. Connected me with a great local bank. I see there they are. Hell yeah. They're like about to break my decaps. They're like, we need some money. Hello, damn it. No, it's all about like connecting to the community. Like we create these weird systems of society to help each other or exploit each other. And I think that the people in this room are here to help each other. Besides Felipe, I'm several of those smile saying a lot. No. But for real, like I'm really happy to have you all here trying to break the tension and just make it more goofy and fun. So I remember the first time I spoke in front of more than 10 people, and I'm not sure if I should repeat myself first. You know, like it's a lot, right? So I'm excited to hear some more about these businesses and whatnot. I've already drank too many drinks. You guys gotta catch up with this guy.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. XYZ.
XYZ. And I will, if for anyone that doesn't know, Levi owns here at the capsule and then like a block away, 5 bars. So
Downhill.
Small businesses.
Downhill.
Yes, down the hill. All right.
More.
So what we're really excited to get to is prizes and audience voting. Okay, hear me out. So there are 5 judges here in the front. Okay, we have Mason, local deployed here, Mastercraft Venture. Okay, you want venture capital advice? Go talk to him. We have Carrie. She's the CEO and executive director of the Greater Beloit Chamber. And she's fantastic. Then we have Rick here in the middle in the pink shirt, looking suave with the hat. And he is a serial entrepreneur like myself, so we get along very well. And he's bringing all of his business experience to the panel. Naomi, my neighbor, if that helps, but also marketing guru. We're mixing it up and bringing someone down from Janesville. It's fine. It's Cheyenne. And she's here to bring in her small business expertise as well. So those are our panel of judges. They're going to be looking at these 8 businesses as they pitch. and then they're going to ask questions. So the businesses have 3 minutes to pitch their business to all of you. And then they've got 2 minutes for the judges to ask questions. If you have a question for a business, you all got notebooks, write them down, go see the man for it. Okay. They're all pitching for prizes. The judges get to pick first, second, and judge's choice prize, but you all get to pick audience choice. So at the very, very end, last pitch is done. The next slide will be a QR code. You will be able to pick which business should get audience choice. All right, that's it. Oh, the rubric. Yeah, I'll probably should tell you what they're looking at. So are the judges looking at the clarity of the business concept? So do we understand what they do, what they sell, why they're selling it? Their problem and solution fit. That is, what problem do their customers have and how are they fixing it? Does it make sense to give them money? Business viability, could they grow this? And we're looking for businesses that are going to hire a couple people ideally in the next few years, right? So businesses that will be able to build their local economy. The quality of the pitch, are they looking at you guys? Are they reading off their slides? Do they stumble? Do they make you laugh? Okay. And then lastly, the judges get a special category called community impact. So basically, if they think this business is going to be amazing in this local community. Tonight is not about perfection, it's about progress. And so I want you to give each founder their full attention. Side conversations, please don't. And if you have your phone turned on, I'm probably going to check my own. Turn it down or turn it off so that they get their full attention during their pitches, because it is nerve-wracking to talk in front of so many people, and a phone call can really derail somebody. Okay? Everybody ready? I'm going to hand this mic to Kane. Kane gets to be your MC for tonight. I'm on slides.
Thank you, Jocelyn. Now the fun starts. Oh, Jocelyn's fun. Jocelyn's fun. So she's all right, yes. So I'm Kane Carmody. I am Jocelyn's, what did you call it, crash out support? That is true, but that's true as can be. And I work in the Janesville Innovation Center with Jocelyn as well. I had a couple companies in there. One is environmental remediation products that we sell. If anybody's interested in that, you can talk about it later. Jocelyn promised me an hour. So we'll drop it down. But I had some shows planned, some songs. You wanted them, can't do them. Can't do them. Apologize. The other company is Post Shield, which actually is in year 10 right now, or it should be. The end of the year will be full of 10 years with Post Shields. And side fact, which may not be a fact, but I believe it's the only non-alcohol related winner of coolest product in Janesville. I think. So pretty cool. And people ask, well, how did you Post Shields? It's plastic shield going on a base of hose, protect from stream trooper damage, stuff like that. How did you win? Small business is about support, as well as a mom who finds out that there is unlimited amount of voting. You can do as many emails as you want and just keep going. And I don't know what the end total was, but it was probably significant from one IP address and one email. But that's what business is, right? It's support, it's community impact, everything about it. So when we're talking about small business here, it's chaos. There's frustration and anger and depression, and it might sound sexy to be I'm self-made, I've done it all myself, but it's not really true. You always have a group of people helping you, whether it's friends and family or whether it's something like the Janesville Innovation Center, where you have a group that's other workers in the office that'll help you with a question every now and then, or people like Jocelyn running a program like this. With that, we'll start off with our first person and first business. We got Nina Ottman from Mequon with Letter in Line.
Thank you. All right. So I have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old at home, which means that I've been through potty training twice. The first time it took 1.5 years and more regressions than I can count. The second time we were done and daytime dry in a week. So how did we do that? I'm Nina Ottman, the founder of Letter in Line, and I took my experience in user experience design and turned that lens on the terrible experience of potty training. And I can tell you that communication and potty-specific rewards and positive reinforcement make all of the difference. So the problem is that toddlers learn best when they have clear expectations and consistency. And real life is anything but that. It can be unpredictable, it can be chaotic, and they, especially for working parents who use multiple caregivers to all contribute, they say that it takes a village, but how do you get your village on the same page when it comes to potty training? So the solution is your tools should be doing more work for you. So our $15 magnetic potty chart, it sticks to the fridge front and center. It's got 25 tear-off sheets. So you don't have to fumble with magnets. You don't have to print everything every day. And it's going to be hard to see from the back, but each circle has a timestamp on it every 30-minute increments, which means that you're starting to see potty patterns without even trying. Now that paired with our $10 sticker sheets, you can start to give them specific reinforcement for the things that you're actually seeing. For toddlers, that means they're tying together the things you are rewarding with the things you want to see more of. So throughout the cohort, I was encouraged to do a lot of things, but one of the things that really made a difference for me was setting up monthly check-ins with my husband. And one of the things that we found out by reviewing 2025 is that 70% of my sales last year in my first year of business were potty training related. And so this year I'm doubling down. I met with over 40 parents in Facebook mommy groups. I mean, that's where the action is. So I'm talking to real parents who really have toddlers right now who are asking questions, who are expressing things that are going wrong for them and looking for resources. And that has helped me to put out blog content twice a week and actually start to see real change in my Google search impressions. So you can see cohort 1 started and our Google search impressions have just skyrocketed since then. So 2026 is going to be the year of visibility for me. Part of how I'm doing that in addition to SEO is to go to in-person markets. So you can see most of these, they're southeastern Wisconsin, but being in Mequon, I know that that's quite a drive for everyone, but I'd love to see anybody there. Definitely tell me if you met me here because that's super cool. And then building upon boutique partnerships that I already have. So I do already have shelf space in the Little Geese Cafe or the Little Geese shop in Wauwatosa, also at Wonderland Bookstore in Shorewood. And then most recently this year, I've added shelf space in the Grafton Collective Marketplace. And then how you can support me today, I am asking that everyone buy themselves a $2 sticker. There's a QR code on the screen here and leave a review for me. It's really going to help me with that SEO and all of the visibility that I'm trying to grow on the website. And then I do have Pitch Night, all one word, is a code that you can use so that you don't get charged any shipping because my location is Mequon. I'll have to do that. So that's it. Thank you.
So it's 30 seconds for questions. If anybody has any questions.
I'm a marketing specialist here with the Blade Daily News and everything like that. So I'm very familiar with all the SEO and all of that great things. With your Google impressions, how much revenue did you generate from that? Did you see any return on investment from that? Did you calculate that? Just curious to see what the growth that you had in your Google Analytics. Did you get any return on investment?
I haven't yet gotten direct sales from that, but I went from about 10 daily impressions to 170. It's just starting to go up.
That's great, Brandon. Congratulations to you for that.
Next is Ember and Edge Company with Josh. You've been on. I got the winner right here. Sorry. I thought you were going to say no. I was going to take one.
Hello, I'm Josh Lopan. I'm the owner and founder of Ember and Edge. What we do is custom engraving and it's done right. How many people here have had personalized gifts given to you on your birthday or to your spouse or to somebody and it's okay, but it's not everything you wanted it to be. Most custom stuff, I think sucks. Or it's overpriced, or it's cheaply made, or it shows up and one looks good, one looks okay, one looks like you didn't have it made at some place and you put it together in your backyard. What I did is last year I had a pretty close heart attack, and I decided I have to get up off the couch and start doing something with my life. So I created Burn Edge. I built something that will grow into something amazing. I've already had customer sales. I've already sold to Ironworks. I've already sold to Hotel Goodwin. And I did all the coasters for Ironworks, Hendricks Commercial Properties company event. I've also had 42 sales, but as of today, it was 46 sales on Etsy. During the first quarter, I didn't know where I was going, didn't know what I was doing. So I had a friend tell me about this cohort. And what I did is I took Ember and Edge, which was basically an expensive hobby, helped me get off the couch, do some exercise, into an actual viable business. I've had in-person sales, I've had online sales, I've had multiple different processes of sales. I've also grown my company and built a website where you can put in custom orders, and I will personally work with you to make your order the way you want it. Instead of being mass produced, you send me your quote, your ideal, and we work together firsthand. If I wouldn't take it, I'm not gonna send it to you. So you have that knowledge that this company is from Beloit, Wisconsin. It's handmade in my house, and I will send it to you the way I would want it myself. You won't get multiple different coasters. You'll get the same coaster multiple times, or the same design multiple times. We're more than just the basic customization, personalization. We are a family-owned local business, veteran-owned local business. I like helping people make meaningful gifts. I want you to be able to not put this in your closet and go, oh, Josh is coming over. I better bring it out. He bought it for me last year. I want it to sit on your shelf. I want it to sit on your wall. And I want you to be like, Josh made that. I'm proud of that. Ember and Edge made that. Hey, everybody, I just bought this 3 weeks ago, and it's still on my wall, not covered in dust or in my junk drawer or in my closet or in my basement. We bring the custom back to craftsmanship. You have something you want, you work with us, we will work with you. Before we make it, we will send you a proof of concept, and we will make sure it's the way you want it before we send it from our hands to your hands. Ember and Edge is just getting started. I don't know where it's gonna go, but I know what I want it to do. And I want it to be big. I want it to be your local customization shop. Yes, I have plenty of brain power to do anything I want, but I want to make it where everybody can have something they really enjoy, cherish, and maybe even pass down. I have several events coming up. I'll be in South Beloit for the Vintage Bliss Craft Fair. I am also going to be at the end of May at Brockfest in Madison for Memorial Day weekend. And we will be an email. If anybody wants something made, all you gotta do is email Ember and Edge and we'll be there for you.
I would love to know exactly what products you are selling. If you could give maybe about 5 of your most common.
I do B2B, so I do business to business, coasters, pens, stuff like that. I also make custom engraved laser wood art, layered wood art. I do custom engraved cutting boards and memorials. I made 2 memorials. Yes, they were for family, but both my parents and my wife's parents had a puppy pass away. I made a memorial for them. It's on ceramic tile. It's there forever. Perfect.
We were
Great job.
Next, we have Tina Fawn Johnson. Here she comes with.
I'm sorry. Don't make me like too much now.
and then the question is
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, welcome to the castle. I'm Dina and I'm a recovering teacher. Oh, wait, wrong meeting? Okay, of course, maybe. I have gone through breast cancer and had a tough time finding something that was comfortable and supportive. So I made it. I built it myself. We know breast cancer, it's an awful thing. And these are our numbers. These are projections for 2026. Nationwide, 422,000 new cases. Now, I'm not a new case. I've been diagnosed twice. Wisconsin, 6,300. The sad thing is, it only goes up there by 13 to 16% next year. So the evolution of the recovery bra. I researched. I looked at my competitors. I said, that's cool. That's not. Why is that? What are they thinking? And then I talked to OTs, PTs. I've talked to orthopedic surgeons. I've talked to nurse practitioners. And I said, what would make your life easier? And so there we are, version 8. So I have created a comfortable, adjustable, adaptable, supportive garment that aids recovery in any kind of post-chest trauma. We're not just talking breast cancer, but that was my drive. Lung, heart, shoulder surgery recovery, lumpectomy, mastectomy, biopsy, or that horrible medieval mammogram that some of us have to have every year. Breastfeeding moms that have mastitis, augmentation, bigger or smaller, arthritis, frozen shoulder, or stroke survivors who have difficulty getting dressed themselves. So this is my Jocelyn.
Oh, good.
So
No, that's right.
the cool thing about it is we have a front opening. We also have side openings, so you can put it on sideways. The straps go for miles. They also disconnect so that you can drop down the front, get an incision dressing fixed. We have adjustable chest band so that if you have drain tubes, we've got no metal, everything's Velcro, and it's comfortable and soft. What I've done since this term, 2026, placed my first order. 300 units are coming next month. I'm making next networking a priority. I'm asking for models because I want my website to be inclusive. I've made connections at UW. Last week, I talked to an orthosurgeon PA. Next week, I have an appointment, not to show this off, not for my health, to talk to a breast cancer surgeon. Rock County Cancer Coalition reached out and asked me to have resources at their honor walk on June 6th. And I believe Troy and Devin have already handed out the patient advocate flyer because you are support.
I love it.
All right, we have a minute and 45 for questions this time.
Can you-
So you better have some questions.
You can talk about your price point, your cost.
Right now, okay, so a couple slides back. Right now, I did research. I am middle of the field. $90. But if you go online and use code BRB, you'll get a discount. It will only be $75.
How much does it cost to make?
$35.
How are customers currently finding you right now?
Through social media, I've been, like I said, I've been talking to orthopedics. They want me to give them a couple prototypes to put on recent surgery recovery people, see how they like social media, handing out cards, networking.
To follow up with that, have you done anything outside of Wisconsin so far yet? Because just curious, have you done anything in Illinois or talked to
Actually,
other orthopedic people and
the UW people that I am speaking to are down in Rockford. at
Ron and
Swedes.
Rockford? Okay, cool.
So I'm curious, love the prototype. It seems like you're still in prototype phase. Is that right?
I've been told my higher power, the perfection over perfect. Don't stop right now. Just get it to product.
Right.
Get it to sales.
Yeah. So what's
You'll
your timeline
always
for
be
that?
Tinkering
What's your timeline to start making sales?
tonight.
That would be great. With a few of these upcoming events, talking to the orthosurgeon and the breast cancer and being at the event, yeah, second quarter for sure.
Agree. Yeah, Barbara needs to go now. Sorry. She can stay.
Yeah.
All right, next we have, where are you? Deb. Can you want to talk?
I can see it in some of your eyes right now. How many of you see a word up here that makes you think about math in a maybe a good way, but probably not? Okay. I grew up for as long as I can remember. I've loved math. Whoops. Let's not go too fast here. I used to do it for fun. And then as a teenager, I did it for money. I tutored people. As a teacher, 30 years in the math classroom, I allowed my students to hate math, but I also insisted that they learn it. I hope I chipped away at the hate. Now I've been out of the classroom for 5 years, and in those 5 years, I've learned a lot. And that's prompted me to start calculating futures. Here's what I've learned. I've worked with a lot of manufacturers, local and regional, and they can't find people to do the jobs because they can't do the math. They don't know how to apply the math that they learned, and they're struggling. Manufacturers in Wisconsin, we've got the highest share of employees in Wisconsin that are in manufacturing. It continues to grow. We're double the national average. If we want to continue to grow, we need to make sure that our employees can do the job, and that includes the math. It's not hard math. At least that's what some people heard me say. It's fractions, it's measuring. It's trig, but not basic. It's basic trig. It's geometry, number sense. It's all of these things that we should be learning in 8th grade. Unfortunately, in our region, only 18 to 48% of our 8th graders are proficient in math. That's a challenge. So I'm going to help solve both the problems. I'm going to go into businesses and I'm going to stand side by your employees who show up every day and they want to produce and they want to be good employees, but they struggle with the math. And we're going to do the math together while they're working. I'm going to help them learn how to be even better employees that can grow in your organization, employees you can invest in. I'm also going into schools. I'm going to coach and mentor teachers. I'm going to talk to them about how we make math make sense to their students. How is it really applied? That's good. Sure did. All right. In this last 8 weeks, I have made over 50 connections with local businesses, manufacturers, and school districts. I have designed lessons. I have done professional development for teachers, and I've grossed over $20,000 so far.
Good job.
I want to come into your business. I want to work with your employees. I want them to get as excited about math as I get, but I want them to feel like they can grow and thrive. And they do that because you're going to invest in them. We have so many businesses in Wisconsin and in this region that are willing to invest in their employees. If you invest in me coming to help your employees, it saves the mentors that you've got working with your employees time and energy, and it ensures that you are going to have fewer and fewer mistakes made because your employees know the math and your mentors don't have to spend time reteaching it. I'll do that. Let's work together to create employees that are proud, confident, and successful. Thank you.
All right, we got a minute 15 for questions.
How do businesses find you?
So mostly I find them. In my work over the last 5 years, I've worked closely with State Line Manufacturing Alliance, Blackhawk Technical College, Greater Wood Economic Development Corporation. So a lot of the outreach I did was with businesses I already have a rapport with. So that's where I'm starting.
And can you clone yourself to grow your business? Do you train other?
I do not yet because I want to grow this slowly and with, meticulousness that I did when I was teaching. I want to do it right. I want to do it well.
What if you were to take the you said, which is slowly, well, and whatever, and like compress that into like a year? Like what would you do to like really blow this up? And keep quality and keep all the things that.
So I would have to have a website. I don't have a website right now because I am growing slowly. I am on LinkedIn, and you can find me on LinkedIn and a description of what I do. And I would have to employ more people. Because, and honestly, there's a lot of teachers that would do this instead of that.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
Is there, I know we're up, but is there anything like this on the market, or is this, have you found anything that's?
I've not found anything exactly like this, no.
I didn't say, she came over my, I didn't say her name on first, so we are. Taylor Ramsey. I keep wanting to get the paid program. Oh, song?
Okay.
Turn out the brightness.
Oh.
That's what I know Cohort did. So
This was mine with the light.
All right, so we'll just have to, we're looking at my bright, shiny face so that, this phone stays bright. Hello, everybody. Community events bring people together and drive local economies, but many of them are held back by a lack of structure and long-term support. My name is Taylor Ramsey, and I am the founder of CCE Productions, an event management and operations company serving the state line region. Tonight, you will see how CCE Productions bridges the event planning with real-world operations. Most community events are run by nonprofits and rely heavily on volunteers and sponsorships to survive. As these events grow, they often become undermanaged, not because people don't care, but because they lack the structure and support that is needed to grow. Currently, CCE Productions is working with a returning client, Propel Forward's Pistons and Props Air Show. This contract provides multiple supervisors to lead groups of volunteers who will manage a number of parking lots, ensuring attendees' first and last engagement with the event is safe and smooth. Why does this matter to everyone here tonight? Tourism in Rock County alone generated over $400 million in economic impact, including almost $300 million in direct visitor dollars in our community. The demand is already here. The opportunity is making sure events are built to handle and grow with that demand. CCE Productions brings structure to event operations, improves volunteer retention through better organization, and assists with sponsorship recruitment so events can grow and sustain themselves over the long term. Our goal is simple: stronger events that grow, last, and continue to serve our communities. CCE connects businesses and organizations with well-managed community events. We only partner with events we are contracted to manage, so you can be confident that the event is organized, successful, and will have a strong representation of its community. The question is, will you tonight be an advocate for your community and join CCE's roster of regional sponsors to help further our communities? Thank you.
All right, we have a full 2 minutes for questions. Yes, ma'am.
What is your average product price there, sir? And how many?
The question was, what is my average product price and what are the customers I'm currently serving? Our product price varies based upon your event. I'm not going to charge you the same for a 20,000 person event if you're doing something that's only 500 people. We have a scalable price line, and it also affects on what services you're inquiring about. We have some clients that we are walking into and just training their volunteers so that those volunteers have a enjoyable experience and are able to have that retention for years to come. You're not having to then work on training and retraining year after year for those same volunteers. We have other clients that we are working on managing the entire event that they have. That includes logistics from the ground up, including the layout to make sure that you have accurate flow so that point A and point B, all parts of your event meet together.
Yes, ma'am.
Some follow up. My second question was how many current customers do you have? And if you're still building that, who is your ideal customer?
I apologize. The follow-up question was, how many clients do we currently have? We currently have 3 returning clients this year. Over the last year, calendar year, we have had 8+ clients from small events to large events. Our ideal client is going to be somebody that is planning a community event with about 500+ attendees. Of course, that is also just a place to start. We'd love to work with people that have existing events that are looking to have exceed their potential. All right, thank you. Good job. Next is Alex Norris.
Hello, I'm Alex, and this is Midwest Photos. I make content that makes people stop scrolling. So one thing I notice about small businesses is that oftentimes they don't have the time for social media. They don't have professional photos, and if they are posting, it's inconsistent or it's not at all. And that causes businesses to lose customers to businesses that have a stronger online presence. My solution, Midwest Photos, creates content that makes people stop scrolling. I provide professional photography, social media content, and promotional visuals for events and products. I also have content packages, such as the mini refresh, which is for bookshops, small boutiques, those slow weekdays. This is a one-time session that's a reset for small businesses. I also have a monthly subscription service called the Midwestern Package. This is for business owners that are burnt out, want their business to be seen. When their businesses are seen, people are supporting these businesses, and in turn, these businesses give back to the community, and it creates this cycle of us helping each other, and I think that's what makes our community stronger. Here are some of my accomplishments. I built a website, I launched the Midwestern Pass, and here's one of my clients that I helped. I started helping this client back in November, and as you can see, we're doing pretty good now. So what's next for me? I'm going to continue building relationships with businesses in the local area, and I'm going to grow my Midwestern package. And this will set the foundations for my project Aperture 5, in which I bring high schoolers under my wing, and we help these small businesses with their social media presence. Here are my socials. Any questions?
Thank you so much. My question for you is why should the consumer choose you for photography and social media help? I know there's a lot of marketing agencies in the general area. What makes you stand out more than the general?
Well, I feel I'm more personable than Google. I'm also here. I don't have those wild expenses like Google does. I really try to cater these packages to the individual businesses. My pricing it just depends on what you're looking for, really. So that's why I would say to choose me over your competitive.
How are you currently getting discovered right now? Like, as far as your current clientele, how have they found you before you started doing this program?
So before I started doing this program, a lot of it was word of mouth. I oftentimes found out in the bars. I get to talk to people there. They reach out to me otherwise on social media, such as Facebook or Instagram. I'm pretty big on there. But for the most part, a lot of my clients are from interacting in person.
Anybody else?
Yeah, so the impact that you talked about with students, what do they achieve? Is there a goal for them?
So what I'm doing with the students is that I'm refining their photography skills, and we're using that to help out the community. Yes.
So thinking about this business and how you can scale it, I've seen a lot of companies like this really like niche down and say, hey, we're really good at serving customers just like this. Curious if you found any Goldilocks zone type of client.
Not really. at this point in time.
So you serve whoever needs photos, basically.
Yes. So anywhere from like bookshops, boutiques, bars, food trucks, that's who I'm trying to serve, if that answers your question.
They have money, you will take it.
Yes.
Perfect.
Of course. Exactly.
That's
Thank you, Howard.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next we have Trevor. Trade cleaning. With the prop. Uber one. There's only one here.
We've all been here before. You're working hard, focusing on what your job actually entails, and all of a sudden, you overflow a garbage can. A lot of people view this as no big deal, but in reality, it actually does start to affect professionalism and productivity. That's where trade cleaning comes in. My name is Trevor, and I'm founder of Trade Cleaning, a local commercial cleaning company based in Rock County. We specialize in offices, professional workspaces, and light commercial environments where businesses need a reliable service and clear communication. Many businesses struggle with the same kind of cleaning issues. Inconsistent cleanings, poor or non-existent communication, and small issues building up into larger problems. This isn't actually even a cleaning issue anymore. It actually affects employee morale and productivity in the workspace as a whole. Trade cleaning approaches this a little differently. Instead of acting just like another janitorial service, we position ourselves a little closer as a preventative maintenance partner. Utilizing my experience in the construction industry, I create tailored custom layouts to your workspace. These layouts allow for more consistency, more efficiency, and a clear foundation to adjust services for your evolving needs. On top of that, after every service, you also receive a recap email. This will show who does the cleaning, how long they were there, and if they experienced anything out of the ordinary during that time. Since starting Trade Cleaning, we've been able to secure multiple commercial accounts and approximately $20,000 of revenue. And as you can see, not only do I do the mopping, I do the modeling as well. And since I realized that I need to expand, I can actually the bottleneck myself, and I've actually hired some W-2 employees that not only come from janitorial experience, but are also Rock County locals, further improving our local community connection. With proven systems and ongoing demand, Trade Cleaning is now looking to expand to the greater area. I want to leave you here with one final question. If you were to walk into your workplace tomorrow, see this, what would your first reaction be? Would it be pick it up yourself, take time out of your day, ignore it, accept that it's now unprofessional, or call your cleaning company and just hope they even respond? At Trade Cleaning, we believe companies shouldn't have to deal with those kind of issues. Let us improve your cleaning and your communication, one night at a time.
All right.
All right. Full 2 minutes for questions.
How are your customers finding you?
Right now, before this program, I didn't have as much advertising as I did, but going forward, we've iced our website down, our Google marketing down a little more, and have a lot more searchability than I did. But only recently did I realize that I want to actually push this and expand to the point I am now. So it's kind of the ball is rolling, and now it's starting to roll a lot faster.
Sure.
It's not gonna be a question off top of hand, but from the marketing that you've done now and currently, what's your return on investment on that? Have you seen any leads? Have you generated any leads, or just mainly brand awareness at this point?
Mostly brand awareness, just because I'm so in the early stages of fully expanding into more that I haven't actually put myself out there more than I have, just because since it was me majority of the time, I didn't have all that time in the world to do it myself. So not only that I do, now I have the means to find it and utilize it as well.
What's your ideal customer?
Not only anybody with money, but somebody that appreciates communication, that wants to evolve the service than just a secondary thought. Everybody's got a cleaning company. Everybody pays for it. There's guaranteed one time where you've thought about talking to them and realize it's harder to even communicate with them than it is to just do the problem yourself. At that point, what are you paying for? So.
With the designated plans that you have, let's say you're cleaning an office, are your rates set differently? Do you have set rates, or do you do it customizable depending on the space you're cleaning?
Our rates are a little bit more standardized as far as labor plus overhead plus what it takes for me to actually make the design layout plus what I actually need to incorporate all of my supplies. So I've done the research not only is this program helping with that, it's really allowed me to see how deep I can go into my margins and where I can save money and where I can't.
Wonderful.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You got to pick your crowd. There you go.
Thank you.
All right, now we have Felipe.
Hi, I'm Felicia Meskin, chief cookie artist behind the Icing Lab. And we don't just sell cookies, we create experiences. I was a mom on a mission, used $400 to turn my son's first birthday into a perfect themed event. But when I looked at custom cookies online, I realized that I spent half my budget on cookies for 40 people. So I asked myself, how hard could it really be? So I went to YouTube, spent 4 straight days baking and decorating, and somehow I pulled it off. Now, despite the smile on my son's face, he doesn't remember those cookies, but I do. I remember the joy of creating them, the pride in matching every detail to his party, and the reactions from family and friends who still talked about those cookies months afterward. And then it clicked. These are more than just cookies. They're moments. I began sharing cookies with others while improving my skills. And something unexpected happened. Not only did people want to buy cookies, they were drawn to the process behind it. This video alone garnered over 60,000 views on social media, which helped to expand the influence of the Icing Lab beyond Rock County. I introduced paint your own cookies at markets, where kids don't just eat dessert, they interact with it. I began teaching cookie decorating classes, where people gather and connect. And I learned something important. Some people come to learn a skill, others come to connect with friends, with creativity, with something new. Both leave with the same thing, a memory. In the past few months, this demand has increased. I hosted a winter cookie decorating class with majority returning students, was selected as one of 14 bakers for a ticketed sold-out cookie walk, sold out of paint your own cookies, and just yesterday delivered my largest order to date, 8 dozen custom cookies for a local dentist.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. I did this all while strengthening my brand, building my website, and doing everything to make sure I had everything in place as an LLC. So I surveyed 40 people and I realized there's a clear gap. People are leaving Rock County to find fun, creative experiences elsewhere. They're taking their time, their money, and memories to cities like Madison and Chicago. This impacts people's mental health and weakens our local economy. The solution? The Icing Lab brings those creative experiences back home with custom cookies, paint your own cookies, and interactive classes, and even beyond Rock County with cookie decorating videos. With your support, I'm not only investing in a larger mixer for efficiency, increasing access to custom cookies, interactive.
We lost some of the footage. Sorry for that. First, we have the audience choice winner being Deanna Fawn Johnson. You are supported. Next, we have the judge's choice winner being Trevor Stinky with Trav Cleaning. In second place and winner of the most money made, we have Deborah Prowse with Calculated Futures. Finally, with first place, we have Felicia Meskin with the Icing Lab. Congratulations to all the members of the first cohort for putting in the effort and committing to the finish. They all came a long way and grew from the idea of a business into making a real profit. We managed to salvage a bit of the photo age during the awards, but it's very choppy. Okay, so here's how this is going to go. Not each judges, but some of the judges have prizes. And then they in the photo. Make sure you get a good photo. Okay, cool. Thank you. All righty. So we're going to start with the Audience Choice Award. We had 6 submissions. Crashed my site. Whoops. Was y'all turned at the exact same time. That's okay. It's fine. I figured it out. And the Audience Choice Award with 12 votes out of the 60 goes to Dina. 2, 3, and one more. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. All right. Next up, drum roll, please. Thank you. Judge's Choice Award.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and one more. 1, 2, 3.
All right. Second place. Now, these are by the numbers. So remember the rubric. They had to get the most amount of coins. Okay. Well, second most amount of coins. What have friends. Second most amount of points goes to Miss Deb.
All right. Toby, 1. And one more. Ready? 1, 2.
Well, this is 8 weeks of hard work. There was a lot of stress that went into this. I will say Deb and Tina had a lot for years and years and years. But first place is not talk in front of a classroom at all. And it goes to Felicia.
Guys, here we go. 1, 2, 3. And ready? 1, 2, 3.
I keep turning this off because I really do keep turning it off. And then I turn it back on and then I turn it off again. Anyway, thank you all so much for coming. Your support, overwhelming. We have hundreds of views on the live video of this pitch night, which is amazing. Keep an eye on our socials. I will definitely be writing about how many views. And for all to all the sponsors and the founders and everyone that made this night possible, I think Levi is going to give a tour of CAS after this. But meet the founders, ask me questions that maybe their pitches didn't answer. I forgot one. My bad, guys. I forgot one. See? It's most money made in the cohort. So that's what January now. And if Q1, for anyone that didn't know, goes to Deb. This is the only one that I framed, if I'm going to be honest. And I didn't even sign the rest of this. If you're really everyone.
Here we go. Hey, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2.
Alrighty.